Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Shri Radhe. Jayo Nitai Sachinandana, Nitai Sachinandana, Nitai Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha, Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha, Lakshmi Narasimha, Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Srila Gurudeva. Not that verse, I'm not talking about that.
Oh, you're not talking about which verse? I can check. No.
There we go. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone to the Sunday Feast program. My name is Madhava Haridas. And before I start talking about today's topic, we will offer prayers to the Supreme Lord and to the Guru Parampara, the disciplic succession through which we receive this knowledge. So any knowledge we receive, it is from a person. Even the language we speak, we learned from somebody else. There are teachers in our past. So it is customary to offer obeisances, respects to the previous teachers. So these prayers are for that purpose. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So before I begin, I seek the blessings of all the assembled Vaishnavas here. You are all very great personalities, and I am here doing this as a service, but I cannot do this service without your blessings. So I humbly seek your permissions and your blessings so that I may speak something on the wonderful topic of the Lord and his devotees. So today is a happy day. Every day in Krishna consciousness is happy. It's a Nityotsava, eternally a festival. But today is especially significant because of three reasons. It is the appearance day of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He is on our altar in the Guru Parampara. So when you are standing facing the Lordships, so you first see the founder Acharya of ISKCON, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, then his spiritual master, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, then next is Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, and next is Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So it is his appearance day. He is a very, very pure devotee of the Lord. So we will speak about him a little bit. It is the appearance day of Jiva Goswami, who is one of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, the disciples of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the appearance day of Srila Jiva Goswami. And it is also the appearance day of Lord Vamanadev, the dwarf incarnation of the Lord. Amazing pastime. So I wish to speak on these topics. So first we will begin with Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is often called as the seventh Goswami. Why is he called as the seventh Goswami? Or there are 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. Goswami, what does that term mean? Go means senses. Swami means one who have mastered the senses. Materially conditioned people are called Godasas. Godas means a servant of the senses. There is a story of Alexander. Alexander was on a conquest, right? He conquered a lot of land. And he reached India. So he reached a village where he heard there was a great saint who lived there. So Alexander wanted to meet the saint. So he sent his minister to ask the saint to come and meet him in his big tent or whatever he was living in. So the minister came before the saint. The saint heard who has come, and the saint told, "Tell the servant of my servant to come see me here." So the minister was shocked. This is the Alexander the Great, the conqueror, and the saint who is living in a small hut with nothing to show. He is telling this, he is calling Alexander as the servant of his servant. Ask him to meet me here. So the minister came running to Alexander and said, "He is insulting you. He is calling you the servant of his servant, and he is asking you to go meet him." So Alexander was really puzzled at this point. Who has the audacity to say like this? No one has stood before him like that. So he came rushing to the small hut where the saint lived. And he asked the saint, "How can you call me the servant of your servant?" And the saint explained, "You are a servant of your senses. You are a servant of the senses, that's it. And I have my senses under control. So what does that make you? Sir, my senses are my servants, and you are a servant of your senses. So that makes you the servant of my servant." Good logic, right? Yes. So Goswami means one who has mastered the senses. Krishna speaks about the senses in the Gita. Just like wind carries away a boat which is not anchored, a wind will just carry it away and take it here and there, and the boat will get toppled. Similarly, any one sense which is not controlled, it can take a person away. So the saints of India, they didn't stress on accumulating lot of things. Accumulate. This much is not enough. There was a James Bond movie, "The World is Not Enough." Right? So the world is not enough. There is a saying, there is everything for everyone's needs, but not enough for one man's greed. There is enough in the world for everyone's needs, more than enough, actually. There is no food scarcity, there's no resource scarcity, everything is there. Ishavasam. Yam purnamidam purnamidam. Purnat purnam evachate. Right? Ishopanishad says, everything is complete. Everything is there for everyone's needs, but not enough for one man's greed. So the saints of India never stressed on accumulating, because the more you accumulate, the more disturbed you will become. And that's one story will come up upon the pastimes of Vamandev. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is called the seventh Goswami. He was a very highly learned person. In fact, as per during the time, India was under the rule of the British. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, his material name or army name was Kedarnath Das Datta. So he was a magistrate in the British judicial system, which was unheard of. An Indian-bodied person being a magistrate in the British rule was unheard of. There was never like that. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur was so qualified that the British appointed him as magistrate. Not only that, he was also the superintendent of the Sri Jagannath temple in Jagannath Puri. He had 13 children. So those who are parents here knows how hard it is to raise one child. He had 13 children and every one of them was a devotee. Significant among them was Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his son. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur was a very highly learned person. In fact, his, if you read about his daily schedule, it's mind-blowing. In spite of all these responsibilities, he would do his bhajan, his prayers. He wrote so many articles. He published magazines. He wrote books. He gave classes. He, in fact, after the departure of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Goswamis of Vrindavan, the Krishna consciousness movement had suffered a lot of apasampradayas, or non-bona fide teachings had crept up. And it was suffering as a result because the genuine teachings of Sriman Mahaprabhu was getting lost. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur was instrumental in putting the original standards back through his elaborate writings. He was the first person who sent an English translation of the teachings of Lord Chaitanya to a Western university. He was the first person who sent a book of the Vedic literature outside India. Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur predicted that in the future there will be Americans, there will be Russians, all people from all nations would come to Mayapur, the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya, and dance together, which was an amazing prediction to make. But he set the seed for that. So through his efforts, Krishna consciousness was established very well. So that's why he's called as the seventh Goswami. In fact, he was so good that at one point he decided to retire from his job responsibilities. And he wanted to engage in full-time bhajan. And the British government told him, no, you cannot retire. What you do in a day, it takes 10 justices to do the same amount of work. That's how efficient he was. In fact, to keep him, they put a railway line to the front of his house. So there would be a dedicated train to take Bhaktivinoda Thakur from his residence to his workplace. Never have the British government done anything like that. That's how efficient he was. But that's not the credit. Oftentimes we become attracted to these kind of material accomplishment. But the accomplishment or the significant contribution of Bhaktivinoda Thakur is his pure devotion to Krishna, by which he established Krishna consciousness. So he is called as the seventh Goswami. Among the other 6 Goswamis is Jiva Goswami. It is his appearance day today. Jiva Goswami is essentially credited with establishing Krishna consciousness from a shastric basis through the evidence of scriptures. Jiva Goswami was a very, very prolific writer. In fact, he wrote more than 500,000 verses. So that is 500,000 verses. For comparison, the known Srimad Bhagavatam literature, that is 18,000 verses. 18,000 Sanskrit verses. Ramayana is the known Ramayana in the earth, I should say, is 24,000 verses. Mahabharata is 100,000 verses. So what Jiva Goswami wrote was more than 500,000 verses. That is the significant contribution of Jiva Goswamis is what is called as the Sandarbhas. There are 6 of them that he composed, through which he established Krishna consciousness on the strength of the Vedas. Because for a movement to be established as a genuine movement, there should be backing from the scriptures. And Srila Jiva Goswami was so knowledgeable that he could defeat any philosophy and establish bhakti as the suprememost philosophy. He was doing it as per the instructions of Sri Rupa and Sanatan Goswami. So it is the appearance day of Jiva Goswami today, and we owe a huge debt of gratitude for these personalities, because by their mercy this temple is here. By their mercy the names of Lord Krishna are being spread. So it is the appearance day of Jiva Goswami and Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and it is the appearance day of Sri Vamanadev. Vamanadev is the dwarf incarnation of the Supreme Lord. So the Lord can come in any forms. There is no limitation. Some people say God cannot come, or why should God come? The question should be, why shouldn't God come? What is preventing God? God is omnipotent. He can go anywhere. Everything is his property. Right? So God can come in whatever form he desires. But he comes for 3 reasons. As Krishna says in the Gita, Paritranaya sadhunam, vinashaya chadushkritam, dharma samsthapanartaya, sambhavami yuge yuge. That first is to paritranaya sadhunam, to give pleasure to the devotees. That is the reason why the Lord comes personally. This vinashaya chadushkritam he can do sitting where he is in the spiritual world. Shri Shri Nitai Sachinandan Dev Bhagavan ki jai, Shri Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Dev Bhagavan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So God can destroy the miscreants just by taking their life breath away. You have seen people, or you may have heard of people who just die like that. They may be healthy, they may be in fit shape, but they just die. Recently I read a 24-year-old woman, she just died of heart attack. Right? So God can take away anybody's life, anytime. Mrityu sarvaharaschaham, Krishna says in the Gita. I am death, which takes away everything. But he comes for the sake of his devotees, paritranaya sadhunam, to give pleasure to the devotees, because the devotees are eager for the association of the Lord comes to reciprocate with the devotees. Then vinashaya chadushkritam, that is the side business. And then through that process, dharma samsthapanartaya, to establish the principles of religion, Krishna comes. So one such incarnation is that of Vamana, which happened many, many, many years ago, thousands and thousands of years ago, in a period called as the Satya Yuga. During that period, there was a king by the name of Bali. So Bali dynasty. And he, fulfilling the duties of being the kings, waged a war against the demigods, and he conquered up to the planet of Lord Brahma, what his grandfather had, no, not his grandfather, his great-grandfather had done. So who was the great-grandfather of Bali Maharaj? Hiranyakashipu. Yes, the first terrorists in the world, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. They were so powerful that they had conquered all the 14 planetary systems. So there is a description of the universe in the Srimad Bhagavatam, and there are 14 planetary systems, not 14 planets, 14 planetary systems, which means it comprises all the millions and millions of stars and everything. So what Hiranyakashipu achieved and what Bali Maharaj achieved was not any small feat. So present day multi-billionaires, they are like, they cannot even hold a candle to what Bali Maharaj and Hiranyakashipu accomplished by their strength. But there is a big lesson here, that even though they conquered all this, they were not satisfied. So the demigods are like officers appointed by the Supreme Lord. Just like in your county or city or state, there is a local government, right? For a state, the highest authority is the governor. So he is an appointed person, and he has a place of residence that is given by the government. So somebody comes and kicks out the governor from his residence and starts living there. That person becomes a criminal, because that's against the laws of the government. So he will be arrested. So what Bali did was he kicked out all the demigods. In fact, the demigods ran away before Bali could come. So Bali came and he conquered all the planetary systems. Now, Alexander, Napoleon, Hitler, these were all people who conquered maybe part of some Europe or some part of the Earth planet. But they didn't conquer all of Earth. Right? But here is a person who is conquering not just Earth, but other planetary systems altogether. So the demigods approached Lord Krishna, who is the Supreme Lord of all the universes. There are many, many universes. And they approached him for a solution, and the Lord agreed to appear. Now the Lord understood that Bali is a closet devotee. As a king, as a ruler or leader of the demons, he acted as a ruler. He took them in battle against the demigods, he conquered. But in his heart of hearts, he is a devotee of the Lord. And so the story of Bali Maharaj is significant because it illustrates the aspect of Atma Nivedanam. Atma Nivedanam means complete surrender unto the Supreme Lord. Right? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Archanam, Vandanam, Padasevanam, Dhasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. Idi Pumsarpita Vishnu Bhaktische Navalakshana. Sri Prahlad Maharaj says in the Srimad Bhagavatam that there are 9 processes of devotional service. It begins with Shravana, to hear about the Supreme Lord. Second is to chant the glories of the Supreme Lord or chant the holy names of Krishna. So the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is, all these form the 9 different processes of devotional service. The final step is one of Atma Nivedanam, complete surrender unto the Supreme Lord. And this is what Bali Maharaj exemplified, complete surrender. So his surrender was such that whether he was treated well or he was ill-treated, he didn't mind. Usually, for many practitioners, they have an expectation that I am chanting, I am worshipping Krishna, so Krishna, make sure you take care of me. We have an expectation from God. Like we may come to deposit $5 in the donation box, but we want to make sure the altar is open. Krishna, make sure you see I am putting $5. Right? Or in temples in India, they break a coconut, right, before Lord Ganesh. So they say, Ganesha, they will say, ask people, hey, move. Let Ganesha see I am breaking a coconut. Right? There is an expectation. Why? Because we have we have desires. Desires that is arising from uncontrolled senses and the mind. We have a desire for distinction, adoration, and profit. So these desires we want to satisfy them, but we want to satisfy them in a pious way. For those who are inclined to piety, they want to satisfy their desires, but they want to do it in a pious way. But there is still desires. So we have an expectation to be treated well. But Bali Maharaj was exemplifying this Atma Nivedanam, complete surrender, so much so that he didn't care whether he was treated right or wrong. Asli Shiva Padaradam Pinashtumam Adarshanam Marmahatam Karotva. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu prays in the Sri Shikshashtakam, the 8 verses. He says, whether you embrace me or whether you trample me under your feet, it doesn't matter. Or whether you torture me by not being visible before me, my Lord, it doesn't matter. I will be your surrendered servant birth after birth. That is causeless devotional service. There is no cause, there is no reason to do that devotional service other than just out of pure love for the Supreme Lord. So Bali Maharaj exemplified this attitude in a poem called the Dashavatar Stotra, which is composed by Srila Jayadev Goswami. It says in verse number 5, Chalayasi vikramane balimadbhuta vamana pathanaka nirajanita janapavana keshavadrita vamana rupa jai jagadisha hare jai jagadisha hare jai jagadisha hare. So the translation of this 5th verse is, O Keshava, O Lord of the universe, O Lord Hari, who have assumed the form of a dwarf Brahmana, all glories to you. O wonderful dwarf, by your massive steps you deceive King Bali, and by the Ganges water that has emanated from the nails of your lotus feet, you deliver all living beings within this world. So, very interesting statement. If somebody is a dwarf and you call him as a dwarf, they may feel offended, right? But here, you just heard the translation. It says, "O wonderful dwarf, by your massive steps." So, the Lord is being addressed as a dwarf, but the steps are being called as massive. Sounds like a contradiction. But all contradictions are resolved in Krishna. So, Krishna can at the same time be tinier than the tiniest and larger than the largest. That is the omnipotency of Krishna. So, it says about deceiving King Bali. Okay, deceiving, that's not a very nice thing to do, right? Deceiving means cheating. Okay, what is this cheating business? So, let's go to the Srimad Bhagavatam, which has a description of this deception that happened. So, and I will also read Srila Prabhupada's purport on this. This is from the 8th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter number 22nd. So, I will read text 1 and 2. Shri Shuka Uvacha Evam Viprakrito Rajan Balir Bhagavadasuraha Vidhyamano Api Abhinnatma Pratyaha Vikalvamam Vachaha. Translation: Shukadev Goswami, that is the narrator of the Srimad Bhagavatam, Shukadev Goswami said, O king, although the Supreme Personality of Godhead was superficially seen to have acted mischievously towards Bali Maharaj was fixed in his determination. Considering himself not to have fulfilled his promise, he spoke as follows. So there is no purport to this verse. We will go to the next ones. Shri Balir Uvacha Yadi Uttama Shloka Bhavan Mameritam Vacho Vyalikam Suravarya Manyate Karomirtam Tanna Bhavet Pralambhanam Padam Tritiyam Kurusishni Me Nijam. Translation: Bali Maharaj said, O best personality of Godhead, most worshipable for all the demigods, if you think that my promise has become false, I shall certainly rectify matters to make it truthful. I cannot allow my promise to be false. Please, therefore, place your third lotus footstep on my head. So Srila Prabhupada writes a very nice purport to this. Bali Maharaj could understand the pretense of Lord Vamanadev, who had taken the side of the demigods and come before him as a beggar. Although the Lord's purpose was to cheat him, Bali Maharaj took pleasure in understanding how the Lord will cheat his devotee to glorify the devotee's position. This is very significant. I will read it again. Bali Maharaj took pleasure in understanding how the Lord will cheat his devotee to glorify the devotee's position. It is said that God is good, and this is a fact. Whether he cheats or rewards, he is always good. Bali Maharaj therefore addressed him as Uttama Shloka, your lordship, he said. You are always praised with the best of selected verses. On behalf of the demigods, you disguised yourself to cheat me, saying that you wanted only 3 paces of land, but later you expanded your body to such an extent that with 2 footsteps you covered the entire universe. Because you were working on behalf of your devotees, you do not regard this as cheating. Never mind, I cannot be considered a devotee. Nonetheless, because although you are the husband of the goddess of fortune, you have come to me to beg, I must satisfy you to the best of my ability. So please do not think that I wanted to cheat you. I must fulfill my promise. I still have my body. When I place my body for your satisfaction, please put your third step on my head. Since the Lord had covered the entire universe with 2 steps, one might ask how Bali Maharaj's head could be sufficient for his third step. Bali Maharaj, however, thought that the possessor of wealth must be greater than the possession. Therefore, although the Lord had taken all his possessions, the head of Bali Maharaj, the possessor, would provide adequate place for the Lord's third step. So this is giving a prelude to what happened. So Bali Maharaj had conquered the entire universe. And it is said here that the possessor of the wealth is greater than the possessions. So the Lord had appeared on behalf of the demigods. Very interesting, the Lord appeared in the form of a dwarf Brahmana. Dwarf means he was very tiny. So he was so tiny, compared to the size of the people, people may have tripped over him also. Right? So Bali Maharaj was doing a sacrifice. And it is the part of the sacrifice that Brahmanas or saintly people are given something. And Vamandev appeared in the scene, and he was the first Brahmana to come in front of Bali Maharaj. Vamana was so small, he was carrying an umbrella. It was not like your modern foldable umbrellas. He was carrying an umbrella which is made of bamboo. And it looked like an upturned basket. So it looked like a basket was moving around. Right? That's how small Vamandev was. So Vamandev, even though he was small, he was quicker than the other Brahmanas. So it is the first Brahmana who comes, he gets to ask for the best thing. Right? So Vamandev appeared before Bali Maharaj. He was the first one. It is said in the Ishopanishad that although the Lord is present in one place, he is quicker than the mind. He can reach anywhere. Everywhere, the Lord is already present. Everything is his property. So everything belongs to the Lord. Everything comes from the Lord. Anadir Adira Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Krishna has no origin, but he is the origin of everything. And he is the cause of all causes. So, Vamandev appeared right in front of Bali Maharaj. And he was the one to ask for charity. So Bali Maharaj asked, "Sir, what would you like? Anything you ask." So Vamandev said, "I just want 3 paces of land. 3 paces of land." And Bali Maharaj was taken aback. Like usually the first person who comes will ask for the biggest thing. And the king cannot say no. So not even the 3 paces of land, 3 footsteps. Bali Maharaj was thinking, at least ask for my footstep size, right? It will be something. But it is embarrassing to even ask for 3 paces of land. Like you go before somebody who is owning the whole universe. You are asking for small 3 paces. What is that? It is embarrassing. My philosophy is that one who comes to me for something, he should not have to go to anybody else. So what will this 3 paces of land do? It will be an embarrassment for me. At least ask for a whole planetary system you can take. Like that Bali Maharaj offered. So Vamandev said something very significant. He said, if I cannot be satisfied by these 3 paces of land, I will not be satisfied even if you give me the whole universe. Because greed is such that the more you possess, the more you want to accumulate. There is a segue into Aesop's fables. Aesop's fables, there is a story of a young man who came before a very rich person. And the rich person set a condition that you start running. You start running. How much our land you cover, that will be yours. But one condition. You have to come back to where we are standing by sundown. If you don't, you lose everything. So the young man started running. He started very early in the morning. As soon as the sunlight came a little bit, he started running. And run. And he was thinking, I should run very fast. Because the more fast I run, the more land I get. So he run. It became afternoon. So technically he should turn back, right? But he thought, that's okay. I'll just run some bit more, and on my way back, I'll run twice as fast. So he was already running as fast as he could, right? So he kept running. Around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, he realized, okay, now I should turn back. So he started running, in his thought, twice as fast. He started running. But due to all that effort, he falls down dead. That is greed. Greed is never satisfied. Kama esha krodha esha rajoguna samudbhava mahatmano mahatpapma mahashano mahatpapma vidhi enam iha vairinam. Vairinam means enemy. Krishna says in the Gita, this kama, lust, is the all-devouring sinful enemy of man. From kama arises krodha. Kama esha, krodha esha. Krodha means anger. Unsatisfied lust leads to anger. Satisfied lust leads to greed. So lust is always bad, whether satisfied or unsatisfied. There are so many examples. Ravana is an example. Unsatisfied lust. He was never happy. Hiranyakashipu, he had conquered the whole universe. He was not happy. He had the whole universe, but he was bothered by a 5-year-old boy not chanting his name. His own son, Prahlad, he was only 5 years old. But Hiranyakashipu was bothered to no degree that this 5-year-old boy is not under my control. And Hiranyakashipu's calculation was, I cannot control him. So he tried to kill him. But Prahlad is a devotee, and Krishna was protecting him. So Hiranyakashipu could not kill him. So the Hiranyakashipu's thought became, if I cannot kill him, then he will kill me. This is how materialists think. So they look upon everyone they cannot control as their enemy. Everyone, from the biggest controller, right, biggest personality, down to the dung beetle, want to control things. Ishwaro aham aham bhogi. I am the controller, I am the enjoyer. The dung beetle, I heard, it rolls dung, which is the refuse of other animals. It rolls dungs into a ball. And that's the way it attracts its mate. The bigger dung it rolls, the higher the chances of attracting a mate. Look at but that's the nature of all conditioned living entities. They want to show off possessions. Like I have this car, I have this house, I have this property, that, and we want to attract. We want to be like God. But what Vaman Dev told Bali Maharaj is, if you cannot be satisfied with what you have, you can never be satisfied with whatever you can obtain. So he said, no, you will give me one planetary system, then I will desire another planetary system. I am a Brahmana, I should not be attracted to all this. You just give me 3 pieces of land. So Bali Maharaj was ready to give that, and his spiritual master, Shukracharya, told him, no, this is not a normal Brahmana. This is the Supreme Lord Vishnu. He will make you a pauper. He will take you everything away from you. So Bali Maharaj had forewarning. And Shukracharya is not just any Brahmana. Shukracharya actually saved Bali Maharaj's life. When the war between the demigods and demons happened, then in that war Bali Maharaj was killed. Shukracharya revived him. So Shukracharya was so powerful that he could bring back a person to life. Now that's unheard of in medical technology today. Right? So, but Shukracharya was such a powerful Brahmana that he could bring back Bali Maharaj. And hence Bali Maharaj was devoted to Shukracharya. Shukracharya was the spiritual master, teacher. And here is the teacher explicitly forbidding Bali Maharaj, don't do this. But Bali Maharaj said, whether he is Vishnu or not, I have made a promise and I will fulfill it. There is another aspect to consider as well. Bali Maharaj's father was Virochan, who was the son of Prahlad. So, Virochan, he is not highly talked about in the Bhagavatam because Virochan was a demon. Even though he was the son of a great devotee, Prahlad, Virochan was a demon. And he took after the characteristics of Hiranyakashipu, his grandfather. So, Virochan was the king of the demons, and once he was like Hiranyakashipu with regards to his material ambitions. So once Indra came disguised as a Brahmana, and Virochan, in classic style of kings, asked, what would you like? So the Brahmana said, will you give me anything? And Virochan said, yes. Okay, give me your head. So Virochan honored his word. Even though he was a demon, he honored his word. And that eliminated the Virochan threat. Now this same situation is happening in the case of Bali Maharaj. A Brahman is coming, asking, his own teacher is telling, don't do this. Bad idea. Bali Maharaj decided to do it. That's the glory of Bali Maharaj. That knowing that everything will be lost, he will not be able to fulfill his promise. Knowing that, he decided, yes, I will. So, Bali offered, and Vaman Dev expanded. The dwarf became gigantic to the size of the universe, that with 2 steps, he covered the one with the lower planetary systems and all the upper planetary systems. So he had asked for 3 paces. Where to keep the 3rd foot, he asked. So such a gigantic personality is asking, where should I keep the 3rd feet? And Bali Maharaj said, keep it on my head. But as Srila Prabhupada explained in the purport, Bali Maharaj took pleasure in understanding how the Lord will cheat his devotee, that is Bali Maharaj, to glorify the devotee's position. This is the sweetness of the Lord. That the Lord puts the devotee through test, but that is to glorify the devotee's position. So, the Lord arrested Bali Maharaj because he couldn't fulfill his promise. Right? And it is not that there was any understanding before that, okay, you surrender to me, then I will do something for you. Nothing like that. Bali Maharaj was rejected by the demons also. Even after warning, this guy went and gave everything. So they were criticizing him. His own wife was criticizing Bali Maharaj. Right? So, Bali Maharaj didn't care for any of that. He surrendered fully. Everything is Krishna's property. So he was, even though he was in a demoniac family, he was a demon in name only. Dino. Demon in name only. He was a devotee. He went along with the plans of the other demons to up to a certain point. But when it came to surrender to the Supreme Lord, there was no compromise. Krishna comes first. That is the nature of a devotee. Seeing the attitude of Bali Maharaj and seeing his surrender, Vamandev, this happens later on. Bali Maharaj was sent to a planetary system called the Sutala. It is said that the opulences in that planetary system excels that of the heavenly planets. So Bali Maharaj didn't lose anything. Not only that, Sri Vamandev himself became the doorman, the watchman at the door for Bali Maharaj. Like you go to a rich person, they will have a big bodyguard, like 8 feet high or something, right? And they are called bouncers. They will bounce you off. Right? So, Vamandev, tiny dwarf, people may trip on him also. He is standing at the door. Once Ravan came to Bali Maharaj's Sutala planet because Ravan was on a Digvijay. He was on a conquer, and he came to conquer Bali Maharaj's Sutala planet. And Vamandev stopped. No, you cannot go in. And Ravan didn't even see him. He was so gigantic, he just walked past. If he could have picked him up and put him in his, because he was a man-eater, he would have eaten up, right? But he didn't even see him, he just walked in. Suddenly, Ravan felt a kick on his back. And Ravan went flying through the universe. Because Vamandev just kicked him. Because the very feet that had conquered the universe, they kicked him. Ravan was no match. So this is the reciprocation. But Bali Maharaj, this was not a previous understanding that Bali Maharaj had. Oh, you surrender to me, then I will come and serve you. No. This is how Krishna reciprocates to his devotees. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamya aham. Krishna says to those who are exclusively devoted to me, to my worship, and remembering me constantly, to them I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. Vahami aham. Krishna personally carries. This is the mercy of Krishna. No one who surrenders to Krishna is a loser. Even if you do 1% service to Krishna, just chanting his holy name, just coming before him and folding your hands and paying obeisances, Krishna takes it as a great thing. And he becomes, you are known. Not leave. Krishna has known you. Even if you want to leave, Krishna will keep coming back to you. That's how merciful it is. So, we should not waste this human form of life. Give this one life to Krishna. He is willing to do anything for you. Just, the process has been made so simple by Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then Krishna will take care of you. Guaranteed. Okay. I will conclude here. I would like to see, are there any questions or comments, reflections? Thank you. Bhakti can start anywhere. Yes, so Prabhuji is sharing a reflection, if I may, for everyone's. So, even though Virochan was not a devotee, both Bali Maharaj and Prahlad, his grandfather, they were both devotees. In fact, they are counted among the Mahajanas. There are 12 Mahajanas or great personalities mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Both Bali Maharaj and Prahlad are in that 12. Shri Srinitai Sachidananda Dev Bhagavan ki jai, Shri Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Dev Bhagavan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki. So what he is saying is, it doesn't matter where you begin, what condition you begin your devotional life. Bhakti is so glorious. Did I capture that? Okay, thank you. Any other questions or comments? Yes, Prabhu. Why is Virochan a demon when his father Prahlad is a pure devotee? His grandfather was a demon. So, there is no guarantee that just because somebody appears in a certain family, he automatically becomes a devotee. Every living entity has a free will, minute free will. Just like Krishna has infinite free will, we are parts of Krishna. We have minute free will. And we have a choice whether to become a devotee of Krishna or act against Krishna. So Virochan, by his own choice and by the association he kept, became opposed to Krishna. That is the state. There is a saying, every saint has a past, every sinner has a future. There is nothing preventing. Bhakti is causeless. This is our real nature. But we have walked away from it. That's the unfortunate situation. So we can come back to it. But Krishna never holds it against us. That's the mercy of Krishna. He never points out, oh, you are like this. Shame on you. Nothing like that. Krishna accepts. Loving Father. He accepts. Any time we want to turn towards Krishna, he will accept. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. We will stop for today. Grantaraj, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So now it is time for Arati to engage in the devotional service of the Lord. So please, my humble request, please take part in Kirtan. Use the God-given sound to call out Krishna's holy names. Chant Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Shri Nitai Sachinandan ki Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Haribo. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Tell Suki to get him Mridanga. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Nitai Sachinandana Gaura Hare, Nitai Sachinandana Gaura Hare. Jaya Nitai Sachinandana Gaura Hare, Nitai Sachinandana Gaura Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Gaur Premanandi.
हरि हरि बोल। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रागाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमदेसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रागाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज की, श्री गौर किशोरदास बाबा जी महाराज की, श्री भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर महाराज की, श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की, श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ, श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ छठ गोस्वामी प्रभु की, नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की। श्री वृंदावन धाम की, श्री मायापुर धाम की, श्री जगन्नाथपुरी क्षेत्र धाम की, तुलसी महारानी की, भक्ति देवी की, गंगा माई की, यमुना माई की, समवेत भक्त वृंद की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, युग धर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन की। तय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki.
Namaste Narasimha. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlada Dadai कमलवरे नाखा मद्भुत शृंगार दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनवृंगा केशवधीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवधीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश जय जगदीश जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश जय जगदीश जय जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद महाराज भक्त प्रहलाद प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल श्री विघ्नाथ श्री लक्ष्मी सरस्वती भगवान की भक्त Maharaj ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki, Gurudev ki jai. Anant Koti Vaishnavrinda ki, Shri Ram Sankirtan ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sri Sri Nitai Sachinandan Dev Bhagavan ki jai. Sri Lakshmi Narsingh Dev Bhagavan ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, dear devotees, for joining our Sunday feast program. Do we have anyone here for the very first time? If you can just say your name and say. Your name is? Well. And from where you are? I'm from Florida. You are visiting here or? Oh, okay. Okay, very nice. You? My name is Adam. Adam? Oh, very nice, Adam. Yes.
I'm Ken. I'm originally from Utah, but I used to live in Denver.
Hmm.
And I used to go sometimes to the ISKCON.
Very nice. Thank you for coming. Let's welcome anybody else here for the very first time? No? Let's welcome all these devotees by loudly chanting Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Any birthday anniversaries the past week? Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Very nice kirtan during Aarti. Yes, Parnika. Okay, Richa Mataji's birthday on Friday, 20th. Okay, let's wish all these. Yes. It's a week later, so we will announce next week. Thank you. So let's wish all these wonderful devotees happy birthday by chanting Hari Bol 3 times. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Prabhuji, do you like to talk about the Bhadra Purnima? Okay. Yeah, the last week, as we announced, we will be celebrating the Damodar Ashtakam month, the month of Kartik. Do you know the date from 17th October or? 17th October to 15th November. Here is the opportunity for you to invite Lord Damodar in your home. Right? You can request the devotees. There is a very small program they do. They will come and help you sing a wonderful Damodar Ashtakam prayer and offer a ghee lamp or a diya or a candle to the Lordship. If you would like somebody to visit your home and perform this celebration, please contact the numbers or go to the site and register yourself. Prabhuji, can you go to the next slide?
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay. So, who all know about Bhadra Purnima? Anyone know about Bhadra Purnima? So, do you see a shloka, a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam specifying what's the importance of Bhadra Purnima? It is said, if on the full moon day of the month of Bhadra, one places Srimad Bhagavatam on a golden throne and gives it as a gift, he will attain the supreme transcendental destination. So this is the importance of a day, Bhadra Purnima, mentioned in the scripture, Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the king of all Puranas. Right? Who all of you already have Srimad Bhagavatam at your home? Many of you already have. But I see few hands are still down. So please, this is a golden opportunity to invite Srimad Bhagavatam at your home. So I will start with this small video. You can look at what's the campaign that's going on in 2024 about Srimad Bhagavatam. Can you increase the voice, Prabhuji? It's muted. It's muted. So who all of you know Amrendra Prabhu? Amrendra Prabhu visited here and he has been going around the world distributing the sets of Srimad Bhagavatam. This year, Srimad Bhagavatam, the goal of Srimad Bhagavatam, as you can see, is 68,000 sets. And we want to increase these sets every year. You know, Srimad Bhagavatam is like a sun. After Krishna disappeared from this planet, all the sages in Naimisharanya, they were asking, like, how the religious will be upheld. So then Srimad Bhagavatam named sun, who is Sri Krishna himself, came. So yeah, we will start with this video and then we can talk more.
Narendra Prabhu, thank you for joining us. I know you just got back from a tour all over the UK promoting Srimad Bhagavatam, reading, studying, and distributing for the Bhadra Purnima. Just like to get your realizations for the benefit of anyone who watches this today.
Hare Krishna Vaisheshika Prabhu. Thank you for having me on this Bhadra campaign project. We just returned from the United Kingdom and devotees were very happy to participate. I saw in huge numbers devotees are studying Srimad Bhagavatam, prioritizing Srimad Bhagavatam in their life and actively going out distributing Srimad Bhagavatam. And it's the excitement is brimming as Bhadra Purnima is around the corner. When I reflect about Srimad Bhagavatam, the first thing that comes to my mind is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Gadadhar Pandit, who are Radha and Krishna in the age of Kali Yuga. If I ask myself, what did they do together? What was the representation of their sweet pastimes in Vrindavan, reflected in Tota Gopinath Mandir in Jagannath Puri? They studied Srimad Bhagavatam. And what did Mahaprabhu's followers, the 6 Goswamis, do? Raghunath Bhatta Goswami especially, it's described, he sang the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam in 6 melodies. It was Sanatan Goswami who wrote commentary to Srimad Bhagavatam. He in fact wrote a series of prayers glorifying Srimad Bhagavatam, where he says, Hana muncha kadachin mam premnarit kantayos purah. O Srimad Bhagavatam, please never leave me and live in my heart and manifest through my tongue. That's very beautiful. He doesn't say just live on my tongue, scholarly. He says live in my heart, devotionally, and appear on my tongue. Rupa Goswami with his Laghu Bhagavatamrita, Sanatan Goswami with his Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Srila Jiva Goswami with his 6 Sandarbhas, all prioritize the study of Srimad Bhagavatam. What to speak of Narottam, Shyamananda and Srinivas, who were empowered by Jiva Goswami as the first ever book distribution team in the history of Gaudiya Vaishnava theology and line. And coming to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who categorically put the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam in his Bhagavata Arka Marichi Mala, and Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada actually gave a detailed analysis of Srimad Bhagavatam in his Gaur Kishore Anvay, where he named it after his Guru Maharaj. And our beloved Acharya Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON, he prioritized the study of Srimad Bhagavatam in the morning classes and the distribution of Srimad Bhagavatam wherever he went. So I think as we are coming closer to the Bhadra campaign, it's not simply a date on the calendar, it's an historic event. And for those of us followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I think every day should be ideally Bhadra Purnima, where we go out and prioritize the study and the distribution of Srimad Bhagavatam. But if not, in the last 1 week, as we're getting closer to the date, I think as I am part of this campaign, we all my friends, all my brothers, all the devotees watching this video around the world, please join hands and let's read Srimad Bhagavatam. With the R, let's relish the pastimes. With the E, let's experience joy. With the A, let's apply the teachings. And with the D, let's distribute these sets. Hare Krishna.
Evo! Thank you,
Evo.
Amrendra Prabhu. Deeply touching. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
So this is a historic day, Bhadra. It's a historic day. We never know, like, where were we in the past? Can you remember, like, where were you in the last year, and who close people who were close to us last year, they are not with us now. So this is a golden opportunity to get Srimad Bhagavatam, read Srimad Bhagavatam. We are all very fortunate because we are in the age of Kali, and it is said that Kalyat doshe nidhe rajam asti ekor mahan guna. So there's one mahan guna, there's one auspicious thing about this Kali Yuga, even though the Kali Yuga is all about wars, fightings, and all about quarrels between people. Without reason, if you are going on the street, someone will shout on you without reason. So all these quarrels is going on, and then things are unrest, but still there is a very auspicious thing about this Kali Yuga. One can read Srimad Bhagavatam and reach the topmost planet, Krishna planet. So that's the transcendental destination for all the devotees. So dear devotees, don't take this lightly. If you have slight interest in Srimad Bhagavatam, please take a set of Srimad Bhagavatam. Today is a very auspicious day, Lord Vaman Dev's appearance day, right? Lord Vaman Dev appeared in front of Bali Maharaj, and then he was asking, Bali Maharaj, can you give me some donation? And then Bali Maharaj said, Bali Maharaj had a very good heart. He was a relative, I would say, of Prahlad Maharaj, who is a very great devotee as well. So Vaman Dev asked Bali Maharaj, would you please give me some donation? And then Bali Maharaj's guru, Shukracharya ji, he said, don't give him anything. He is Vishnu himself. He would going to take away everything. But Bali Maharaj was a devotee by heart. So he said, no, whatever you want, I can give you. So Vaman Dev ji said, I need 3 steps of land. So, and this story is there in Srimad